Simran, you're also known as the queen of folk dance. So, like बचपन से ही passionate थी dance के लिए आप?
Nothing like a dance bit allowed at my place because mom never went to school, so she always wanted we all siblings, we all kids to be double graduate.
Memorable moments that you want to share that you enjoyed?
IFA, of course, with Salman Khan sir is the best moment ever.
Would love to know what inspired you to, participate in this Miss India pageant.
Got this beautiful show to host where it's Mrs. World all the 4 days when I'm with all the international beauty queens.
Namaskar, hello, welcome to Good Vibe Show. I'm your host Vandana, and today we have a remarkable guest with us who is a true beacon of talent and inspiration. She is a multifaceted individual holding the title of Miss India Magnificent, excelling as an actress with 5 films released in 2023, a global MC, TV talk show host, international celebrity, folk dance icon, author, cultural authentic designer, and fashionista. I am happy to welcome the multi-talented Simran Ahuja. Her latest achievement includes receiving accolades as the lead actress in the film titled Simran. Notable milestones include participating in prestigious events like the Bombay Times Fashion Week and serving as a showstopper at the London Bharat Mahotsav, to premiering movies across India, Africa, Spain, and London. Simran's impact extends beyond entertainment. She is an entrepreneur in aviation, an illustrious author, and a brand ambassador for wellness brands. Simran is also a renowned doctor in naturopathy and an international yoga icon, recognized by the Honorable Prime Minister of India's office. She has been honored with numerous prestigious awards, including the Bharat Gaurav Award at the Parliament House, London, and the Dada Saheb Phalke International Film Festival Award, among others. As a cultural ambassador, Simran has taken the cultural dance of India to several countries, earning her the title of Queen of Folk Dance. Her journey is a testament to her unwavering determination and passion for excellence, inspiring others to believe that anything is possible with dedication and perseverance. Today, we will dive into Simran's journey, exploring the moments that shaped her, the challenges she faced, and the wisdom she has gained along the way. Join us as we uncover the essence of Simran Ahuja. Hi Simran, welcome to Good Wife Show.
Thank you so much, and I'm so delighted and overwhelmed to be here on your show. Thank you so much for this very, very special bit of conversations and something very interesting coming our way. Thank you so much.
That's so nice of you. Thank you, Simran, for taking out time from your busy schedule. So, Simran, tell us something about your journey. Like, how do you manage and balance so many roles? कैसे manage करती हैं आप?
It's like just being seasonal, which came over time, of course. And so initially, when I would, tell my mom, and we like 5 siblings, me being the youngest one, and I would tell my mom, I want to do this, I want to do this. So, my sister would say, like, what's wrong with you? I mean, how can you do so many things? Why do you want to do this and that and that and that? Why can't you stick to one thing? So I said, because it all comes very naturally to me and it's all very close to my heart. So this is how, it all began. And I believe over the years, I've realized it's just seasonal. So when we are towards International Yoga Day celebration, 21st of June, which is International Yoga Day, where I've been taking workshops right from the first celebration itself for all the 10 years. It's been phenomenal because, around the June time is yoga, experience that we have, spreading yoga to the world, spreading health and fitness to the world. Navaratri is coming up on the 9th, where I'm very fortunate to be hosting the show with our Honorable Minister, Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ma'am, and, our dignitaries who are coming all the way from UK. So that is Navaratri. So, the Chaitra Navaratri also is a very special celebration for me. So during Navaratri, those 9 days, and of course, almost like 15 days to a month is Navaratri celebration, especially in October, where I travel across the world, to have the main celebration along with Sharad Purnima. So again, that becomes seasonal. So that's how I've realized that everything is seasonal and everything fits in so well. So during Navaratri, I will not take up hosting. During yoga, I'll not take up hosting. This year, I'm in the United States for yoga. I'm already plan my schedule for states. So it's all very beautiful and it fits in just well. I think it's all by the divine grace that everything is just perfect, I feel. So I don't feel really, it's here and there. But yeah, initially, I had to really manage, a lot of things by telling my clients that I don't, want to MC during Navaratri. And they would say, why? And I would tell them, I'm very passionate about this. And this is the only time I have those 9 nights or those 10 days, including the Sarah, where I can have my bit and my soul really enjoys dancing like a Radha, with my Krishna. But I think it's all very, very well planned and all very well settled. So it all fits in very well.
Amazing. So, Simran, you're also known as the queen of folk dance. So, like बचपन से ही passionate थी dance के लिए आप या फिर how it all started? Would love to know your passion for dance.
It's very interesting. At first, let me tell you, there is during the pandemic, in 2020, when my friend Brahmanand Singh, who's a national award winner for as a director, he said, "What are you planning for Navratri now that it's pandemic and we don't?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to really miss it." So he said, "Nothing doing. I really want to tell your story to everyone," because he knew my story. And I said, really, is it possible? And that's how my documentary, it's a short documentary of 22 minutes plus on, my journey of Navratri. So I didn't know what Navratri is. There was nothing like a dance bit allowed at my place because mom never went to school. So she always wanted we all siblings, we all kids to be double graduates. So that was the only thing we knew in our mind. So there was no exposure to music, dance, or television as well, because even till date, my parents don't watch television. Both my mom and dad, they don't have. It's not that they don't like watching television, but mom always feels that if I have to do something, then might as well focus on what I have to do rather watch television. So this is the perception they had. So we were always told to study and nothing else. So the first time I told mom to come with me to accompany me was in high school, where we have that a get together kind of thing, which is official by school. And mom was with me, and a guy just asked me if he could jive with me. And I said, okay, I've never danced before, but it's just that, you have the occasions in your building. Like I come from the outskirts of Mumbai and I've shifted to Mumbai city since 13 years. So, there you have the Ganpati celebrations. So you just like dancing a bit, in the building, in the premises, and so on. So that's the only bit which was once in a while exposure we had. So he did jive with me for one song, and then my mom was just staring at me. When I came back home, my siblings and my mom said, how could you do this? How could you, just dance with someone so close and without even knowing that person? I said, it's just that, we just had, the gathering and it just happened and I enjoyed my bit. But I realized that, okay, this was not for me. So when I told my mom and I expressed to her that I want to learn dance in childhood because my friends were all going for dance from that perspective, she said, no, 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 you need to focus on your studies, nothing else. And then this is how, when I was in college, I got to, I was also doing, events as a hostess. So my client wanted me to do a bit for their forthcoming Navratri event, where they wanted me to just, sort of design a brochure for them, you know, just as, we studying in college, just wanted to do that. I just did that and they liked that. And they gave me a pass for Navratri, for the pre-Navratri celebration, where I was in my denims and t-shirt and I again went with mom, just seeing. So that is the first time I ever seen Navratri, what it's like. And I just fell in love with it, taking a look at it. So then I met a girlfriend of mine and she said, come and dance with us. So I was learning. At the same time, I'm dancing and blushing. I just loved it so much, dancing in the natural, wo khuli hawa mein, breathing deep and you're sweating and I'm glowing natural because I've never done makeup, before, getting for my Miss India pageant. I've never ever done makeup before my Miss India Magnificent. So, I love that bit. And great was a surprise when I won the second prize in Navratri during those pre-celebrations. First time I've ever danced. What a girl is teaching me, I'm learning dance. And I won because during the break, they just came and they told my friend that, wear a dupatta. So I was wearing a black denim, black top, and they just wore me an orange dupatta. I didn't know what was happening, and I won a gift. So I realized that I'm enjoying myself. I'm just on a different high altogether. And here I'm not, I'm not physically touching hands. I'm just on my own, dancing like a free bird. I'm just in the air, surrendering myself to the divine. And I get a prize for doing this. And I lose weight. I'm like glowing. I'm like shining. Every cell of my body is so happy. That's how my journey started. Can you believe it? And then my friend said, "You dance so well." And I couldn't believe it. My mom was also very happy. And she said, "Listen, I'll buy you a Gagra choli." So she bought me 1200 rupees, the first Gagra choli, which I wore for all 10 days. And all 10 days I won during Navaratri. 10th day is the final day, the Sera. Sorry, but I didn't know any of the singers, we call them the most popular singers of Navaratri. I didn't know any bit at all, but I won all 10 days. So sometimes I'm winning a diamond ring, sometimes I'm winning, when I come back home, I'm winning a bike. And the last day, I won the Queen of Sankalp, which is the biggest title in the millennium year 2000, when I won a trip to Europe. I couldn't afford trip to Europe on my own. And this was on the house, everything on the house. This changed my life forever. And I became a complete lover, a Radha, dancing with my Krishna, getting that feeling. And then, of course, I progressed, going to be invited as a cultural ambassador for several countries, representing my country. This is a very interesting story. The name of the film is Dance Like a Goddess, which is on Shemaru. And I've done music albums in Navaratri too. So it's very, very close to my.
Wonderful. It's such an interesting story. So Simran, since we are talking about Navratra, can you tell us something more about your book? Like you have written a book, 9 Nights Navratri. So what is
Yeah,
about the
that
book,
was not,
story behind it?
that's so kind. Thank you. That was not planned at all. So when I represented India after winning my Miss India Magnificent Women Icon in India, I represented India at United States. So we had our pageant at Niagara Falls, and that's where I met all the sister queens. And for my talent round, when I performed my folk dance, and I spoke about the spiritual significance and how I connect, how it is for me a soulful connect. They said, "Oh, we like to know more about this, but we don't get to know about, the connect you have, and the way you said that why it is the best form of dance in the world. Why do I call it the best?" So they said, "Why don't you pen down a book?" I said, "Really? Oh, I can do that maybe." So that's how I thought of planning down a book. In 2014 and 2015, it was unveiled by our Chief Minister of Gujarat, our former Chief Minister of Gujarat, Srimati Anandiben Patelji, who unveiled the book, 9 Nights Navratri. And I had no idea, but I was then invited, even at BBC London, for an interview regards this book, 9 Nights Navratri. So the book speaks about it, it's known as the Dance of the Universe, which I said in 2015, and why it's the Dance of the Universe, where the world can come together with this book just by dance form. Now, we're all beautiful souls going to this human experience, but we are all rays of the same sun. The sun is one, but we're all rays of the same sun, irrespective of where we are, which country we born. So I said, this is one feeling where we all can come together. And why be a part of this dance? Because age is no bar, weight is no bar. You can even weigh 200 pounds and still be a part of this. You can even weigh any weight, any age, and how you can be a part of this just by clapping and smiling to start with. But it's on the beat. Tat, 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 tat. So you just do this and you are with your loved ones dancing, with your family, with all your friends. At the same time, you automatically get a smile on your face. And the rhythm and the steps, Vandana, I must tell you, and the world that we have lunges, we have bending low from the waist, which is all as per the time. Like we all know, folk dance has a special significance, where it comes from, which state it comes from, and why we have those steps. So you call it the harvesting, call it the bending low, or you call it, where we used to really grind spices in a natural way that comes from India. India is known for spices. So we go the steps, go that, 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 that. So everything was for a reason. And I've explained that what my heart felt, and that clicked very well with people saying, "No, we never realized that, also the spiritual significance that everything in the world, it's like a circle. What goes, that always comes back, you know. So that was the beauty of it. And that's how the book came up. And, it was very, very special point, in my life, because when I discussed, no one is interested, in Navaratri except for a certain community and except for that particular community celebrating across the world. Now, I'm a non-Gujarati, but I feel like, okay, maybe in my previous birth, I must have been a Gujarati that I enjoyed so much. At the same time, I'm spreading something positive
Mhm.
and spreading happiness to the world. So my perspective was that I'm not here to talk anything. It's a spiritual bit. So I was very keen on doing this. When I spoke to people, they would say that nobody would be interested. We don't think you should do this. But I just wanted to do it just for my own self because I'm so passionate about it. And I wanted the world to benefit out of it. Because for me, these 10 days are rejuvenation. When I'm rejuvenated for the entire year, like I'm in the best form, till about Valentine's, till New Year's, I'm in the best form because, 10 days you like, just into that mood of, then I started fasting too, over the years, trying to gain maximum out of those Navratri days because I'm in the happiest mood ever. So that is how I wanted everyone to benefit out of it. That was the only feeling I had in my mind. And it actually happened. And, just see in December, UNESCO has inclusion for Navratri. So
Wow.
imagine, I mean, Garba is a part of, now the UNESCO celebration. So I'm so fortunate, but I mentioned it in my book in 2015 that it's the dance of the universe. So I do have a Facebook page, Dance of the Universe. So I'm not very active on it, but I do have a lot of Garba and a lot of exposure I had, all across the world, where I'm dancing with everyone wherever I go, the several countries I've been to. So that's the beauty of the book, and it's taken me everywhere.
It's such a thoughtful book, and I must say, Simran, that there are so many Garba lovers across the world, but you are like very inspirational, I must say, truly inspirational. Your love for Garba is amazing.
So
Really.
I have instances which are unbelievable where people where it's one of its kind. So this is the first book ever on the dance form of Navratri, first book ever. So like I have played official, two competitions on the final day. So that's it as the final day. I'll just take one more minute because I just want to, it's not that I want to show people my passion, but it's just that, things come to you when you just want it because it's soulful for you. So I played a competition. So we have to decide on the set out of the 9 days I won everywhere, which place should I go, and because it's only the competitors playing that day of the 9 days, and then you become the king or the queen. Like I can win the queen title, so there's only one king and one queen for that particular year. So that's very, very special for us, very select. So I chose to play at Orem, and I won the queen of Orem that same evening. So I was confused between whether to play here or to play at a place which was just 20-25 minutes drive. So I said, I had it in my mind that why can't I try playing both the places? Now, final day is the place when you give your heart and soul because it's final competition and it's only the competitors playing. Everyone is dressed, wearing the best outfits and, the heaviest ones, with all the accessories. You have to look from top to, from the toes till the pile, till the top of the head, till, the forehead bindi. Everything has to be perfect. And, so of course, the moment I finished and I won that queen title, I ran and I rushed to the other venue. And luckily, they started at 9:15 p.m. And I just ran and I just joined the group and I started playing and I won two official queen titles in
Wow.
2012, which nobody could believe, which has never happened ever. So there have been people who like would leave one venue and go to the other venue unofficial. But if they caught, then they caught. Then people say, "Oh, you can't officially do that." But I finished my first show, and after the first show, I ran and that time I didn't have my driver. I used to drive on my own. But my sister, my siblings, and my family has always been of great support. I told my sister, "Listen, you're gonna rush. I won't have time to even think of where the car is. So you make sure, that My brother gets the car right at the entrance so that we can rush to the next venue. And I'm running, just trying to, in my Gagra, and I've run from Ahmedabad airport trying to play my final round. I have such beautiful stories. I have no idea to tell you. The aircraft people are staring at me. Why is she dressed up? Because I'm hosting a show, important show with with the ministry. And then I'm rushing to play my final round right from Ahmedabad, coming, taking an aircraft, dressing up at the airport. Crazy stories, yeah.
Wow, really crazy stories. And it seems your siblings and family were like very supportive of this.
Very supportive. Without them, I'm nothing, right? From designing my outfits, are the best in the world, and my outfits are, publicized in every publication, right? From Bombay Times to Mumbai Samachar to being a monogram on the, first page of Midday for consecutive 10 days. It's been very, very special to my God.
Great. So, Simran, you also hold the title of Miss India Magnificent. Would love to know what inspired you to participate in this Miss India pageant.
That's again, a passion I had. So I kept all my passions, after my post graduation, because that was, that is the way I've been brought up, that we need to focus on studies. So I hosted the Mrs. World, the international official Mrs. World, where I met all these beautiful queens. So I've hosted a lot of, so during colleging, of course, just to earn a little pocket money, I used to work as a hostess for shows, and All India Radio was just close by, and I just passed by once and I read auditions for RJ. So I became a RJ, and I started getting shows to host, to MC shows. So at this very early age, during college days too. So that's how, I got exposure to the world of events and MCing. And I got this beautiful show to host where it's Mrs. World all the 4 days when I'm with all the international beauty queens. But I was completely lost staring at each one of them. They're like so perfect. How
Wow.
can someone be so beautiful aesthetically, but also beautiful inside out? Was something which put me into that mold of we just need to know this, and I want to be just like they are, beautiful inside out. And trust me, it's not just about the aesthetic beauty. It's every single thing that counts. How you behave, how you speak, every moment, how you sit, how you walk. Wow. And I just wanted to be in that sphere if ever I get an opportunity. And that's how I had it in my mind. And yes, I got an opportunity. Sushmita Sen always was in my heart. And, Aishwarya Rai is truly the most beautiful soul I've ever met in my life. Genuinely the most beautiful. I just was very happy to meet her for the prestigious IFA Awards, at Abu Dhabi. And I can't tell you that moment, I was just awestruck. So this is how I had it in my mind. And that's how I thought if I ever get a chance, I really want to be a part of a pageant only once in my life to experience what is it like, being on stage, because I used to host all the international pageants.
Mhm.
So, right from Heritage International, which is again with all the sister queens, to hosting MWI at Las Vegas. I just wanted to know that when I'm hosting, I want to get that same feeling of what the girls actually go through. And also, of course, where you get a chance to represent your country is the best feeling ever. So I wanted to give it a try, and that's how I give it a try. That's how it happened.
Amazing. Okay, so let's talk about your journey of hosting so many high profile events worldwide. Any memorable moments that you want to share that you enjoyed?
Oh my God, every moment. So, IFA, of course, with
Mm.
Salman Khan, sir, is the best moment ever. Where my question to him um, was, so it was only 15 Bollywood stars for the press conference of IFA. This was just before IFA Rocks and the main IFA awards taking place. And I asked, so, I presented a bouquet to Salman sir when he came. And my question to him was, like everyone else, who in Bollywood would you like to present this bouquet to? So it was the brand. And the bouquet I presented to him, already, Shera, his manager, had taken it, a little away. He called, come back. He came back, gave the bouquet to him and said, मैं आपको देना चाहता हूँ.
Wow.
I didn't know what to do with that. I was like, everyone is standing there, I mean, why would, and I'm like, I didn't know how to react. I'm like, and I was actually a little scared too. Like, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. Even if you just said it, it's a huge, humongous thing. And that went viral with 19 million views, you
Wow.
know, with people saying that it's a yes from Salman Khan or whatever. But the best part is that IFA has posted this. So this is my most memorable moment ever, which can be untouched, absolutely. But so I'm really thankful to IFA and Filmfare Awards, of course, because I have such magical moments, mesmerizing moments with Filmfare. And then, with Stardust Awards, when I'm meeting all the living legends, right from Rekha Ji, and I'm getting so much time, to spend with them on stage, live on stage is phenomenal. So these are, including the Lokmat Awards again, so I think every award is very special, but this is the most memorable moment with Salman Khan, sir. That will be with me forever. And then, of course, Filmfare Awards, the very first Filmfare I've been doing right from 2017 till 2024. Now that we had the biggest Filmfare, the 69 Filmfare Award at Gujarat, I've been a part of it and meeting all our superstars, our legends, actually gives me a lot of knowledge as well. And inspires me thoroughly. So it's all these moments have been truly magical. Also, we have Filmfare Middle East, which I'm a part of by Daniel Properties, which has also been very, very special for me. So, besides this, of course, I recently hosted the biggest IPO ever, the biggest SME IPO ever, where at the start of the listing, we have 200 CR, the Indian rupees, 200 CR. It started with, which is unbelievable. So I hosted all the 6 shows for them for the IPO. That's for the KP Green Engineering, which was just around 10 days back. So again, I do a lot of listing for National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. But this has been the biggest ever till date, and it's been a record, the world record, hosted by me. So I've been very fortunate to be a part of such great celebrations all across the world. So that's why people say you're a global citizen, because I travel all across. Every fortnight, I've shows in Dubai. Been so fortunate to receive abundance of love. And people just say that, oh, if it's Simran, then sab theek ho jayega. So I really appreciate that. And I give my heart and soul to every single show, wherever I am. It's been very special.
Wow, that's truly wonderful. So, Simran, I'm curious to understand one thing from you. Like, how do you prepare for such high-profile events? Do you prepare like a script or do rehearsals before going to host such award shows, or you just go with the flow? Naturally हो जाता है.
For me, because I had never planned or never had a vision for myself, which 2024 I thought I will have a vision for myself. But because I've never thought about it, I as of now, till date, I just flow because this thought came to me even this morning that, if everything is so good just by flowing, how much better would I be if I just sat down and even prepared myself? But for me, the thing is, Vanna, I think it's all by the divine grace. It's not me who's doing it. And the moment I feel that I need to plan doesn't somehow work for me. So then I realized, no, this is a blessing. This is just a gift, which is by the divine. So honestly, my team has been very good. Like IFA Award, they carry the cue cards and they pamper me. Filmfare Awards, they pamper me. Filmfare Awards, of course, because they have so many people to look after. But I'm with the main IFA team, Whiscraft team, and they've been so amazing. Saloni, she makes sure that I have everything and I'm really comfortable. So I think I've been very fortunate and very, very lucky. But if ever the need arises, like if ever they call me for a rehearsal, I'm always there. But somehow nobody does that. So tonight, like, we had planned to shoot the show tomorrow, but I said I'm hosting, the prestigious and the biggest jewelry show at Bangalore, which I just did at Dubai last month. Now we're doing it at Bangalore. So right from morning till night. So I I have my show at 10 and I'll get the script in my hand at 9:30. Like, so much is their faith. And in fact, sometimes I get scared. I'm like, please give me something. Please give me something. I tell my Filmfare crew that, listen, guys, give me the questions. Give me the questions. I need the questions. They're like, yeah, we'll give you. We'll give you. So somehow I think it's their faith in me more than me believing in myself. They always say that, Simran, you're just perfect. You just flow with it. You don't have to really think or plan. So it's their faith which has made me realize that, okay, if they're fine with it and they're very happy with what I do, is fine. So also to touch upon here, because I said that I had never planned this, the first time I was offered Filmfare Award in 2017, in the month of September, was a day when I had already taken up a show where I was presenting awards at Delhi for the biggest hospitality awards with the Honorable Minister, or Honorable Tourism Minister Alphonse. So, my tickets were booked, my hotel, everything was booked. It was already mentioned in the media that I'm coming to present. Now, here I have my first ever Filmfare where I've been offered. So I have no idea how they got my profile or, where they got my number from. But I just didn't want to miss. My heart was like, I want to do Filmfare because presenting of awards I can do anytime in my life. But, they were very keen that I do their show because they had announced and they said, it's going to be a fallout. So that time, my brother suggested that I don't think you should say no to them. You should go ahead with your Delhi show and do your show there. And with a very heavy heart, when I asked my friends, they said, are you crazy? It's Filmfare. It's Filmfare. Nothing doing. Filmfare is the place to be. But just because, my brother said that, I don't think you should do this to anyone who has so much faith. So I do, even till date, I do ask my clients that, look, this is an opportunity, a lifetime opportunity for me. Can I do this? And willingly, I do that. And I request them that I'm going to compensate in some way. But that time, that client said, no, we want you here. So even till morning, till the time I boarded the aircraft, he's asking me, have you boarded the aircraft? Now I'm sure you're coming. So they were like skeptical that I might. The date was 16th of September. I remember the date. 17th of September was the main film then. They said, have you boarded? I said, I've boarded the aircraft. But till date, I do their shows too in Delhi, Hospitality Awards, where they feel that, I should be hosting their show. I'm booked 1 year in advance for the date. And till date, I've been doing Filmfare because after that, then, Filmfare team made sure that we let, a little bit ahead of time, so that I can, even if I've taken up a show, I can request my clients to, so that they don't suffer losses to allow me to do it. So this is the beauty of it. And trust me, again, for me, for emceeing, to me, I won't say it comes naturally. I'll just say it comes by the divine grace. But I give my heart and soul. I'm like, no touching phones. I'm not concerned with anything, not thinking of anything, but just me and, trying to make people happy and make this particular event memorable, a lifetime memorable event forever. So every event is that special for me, every.
Well, it seems you're naturally blessed. Okay.
It's the wrong place, yeah.
Yeah. So, Simran, let's talk about your movies. I know you have recently done 5 films and you were appreciated a lot for your role in the movie Simran. Uh, do you want to share something about your movie experience? Like, how was it working in the films?
It was beautiful. I was offered this film 4 years back, and when they told me about it, I wasn't comfortable with the dress code that they had in the film. So I did request the director that I'm not comfortable with this. So they said, but then we'll reduce your role. Is that okay? I said, that's fine. You can reduce my role. So of course it went on to the other girl, but I just wanted to be very comfortable in what I do. And they waited for 6 months to change the script and it came to me, and I think it's the biggest blessing ever, uh, because right from Zindagi Tumse, which is my debut Bollywood film, to my second film Simran, which is full-fledged, where I'm playing the main lead, which is again a girl-oriented story, which is the need of the hour, which relates to the youth of today, and where we all get so carried away that we forget our moral values, even to our own parents or to our boyfriend's parents or to our husband's family. So it's been very, very special. And what has been special is the message in the film. which has really touched people's hearts, and I've got so much love for that, having winning, 2 Best Actress awards as well at the Hong Kong Youth International Film Festival, as well as Global Film and Music Festival USA. But what was special is at that point of time, of course, I was not. It's not that I was not comfortable. I was very comfortable in the zone. But to convince my parents that now, after emceeing and after traveling the world, I'm doing films was again very difficult. They're like, "You're not going for the shoot all alone." So they sent my brother with me. My brother had to miss his work for the shoot. So all that was a little funny until I also get comfortable in that zone because, into the shooting zone. And of course, then is the complete, relaxed mood you have and all together. But that changed my life forever. So taking up this film has been the biggest blessing ever. And the name was actually Sweeney. So Simran is a Sindhi film. It's a regional film. So initially the name was Sweeney. So when the producer and director were thinking, how do we spell it? So there was no particular spelling because in this language, there are 52 alphabets we have. Like in English, we have 26. The 52 alphabets. So Sweeney is the nasal sound. Sweeney means beautiful, by the way. They wanted to just say it's a story of a beautiful girl, but how she goes astray, getting carried away in her career and, attaining stardom, and she forgets the values and then she realizes and comes back to it. So that's what the story is all about. So then they took a little while to decide on the spelling, several spellings being decided, and no one could pronounce the name when, it will be in the publication. So then the producer calls me and he's saying, Simran, we've named the film Simran. I said, okay, sure. Great, congratulations. It didn't strike me. He's saying, no, no, no. We've planned to have the name Simran. So my presenters are from Barcelona, Spain, the Raisingani, Satish Raisingani, Nisha Raisingani. So they and my producer, Anand Manwani, decided that what should be the name. And the co-producer, Ajit Khepri, they said, why don't we have the name Simran itself? I was like, are you serious? So they said yes. So this is how the name of the movie is Simran, and it has a very special message which has gone everywhere. And thereafter, I was offered beautiful roles. I played anchor role with Krishna Abhishek in Fire of Love Red. I've played an anchor role in Gali Galoch, the film by Sunil Pal. I've, played the entire song, featured in the entire song, The Last Train, where I'm dancing my traditional dance, Sufi dance along with Garba and us Chage folk dance. So that's how all the films came. And last year, yes, I was a part of 5 films.
Wow. And many more to come, I'm sure.
That's so kind. I take up everything that comes my way. And if it's comfortable and it suits my schedule, I would love to.
Great. Simran, you have won so many awards and accolades for yourself. Is there any award that is really close to your heart?
Yeah, so this is very special again. Um, during, I'm going to come back. Honestly, every award is very special. And I've realized over the years, like there have been times I've been truly blessed, when I'm fortunate. And by the divine grace, I won 3 awards in one day. So, like morning, I'm going to collect an award, afternoon, evening, and then 3 consecutive days, I'm winning awards in different city, different countries. Like, of course, all the awards by Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Koshyari sir, of course, has been very, very special. And, winning at the House of Lords, UK, for consecutive 3 years again, or the United States at New York City in front of lakhs of people when I'm winning at the New York Times Square, by the Consul General, hands of Consul General, His Excellency. Has been, every award has their, their story to it. And, why is it that I'm receiving, at what point of time I'm receiving that award? Including one almost 5 Dalasai Phalke, the different, Dalasai Phalke International Film Festival Award, and the different awards that I won. But what has been very close to me is, this was unexpected. When I was 2011, I was doing my shows at United States, and it was my last day of Navaratri, and I wanted to play and participate anyhow. And I was, at Tempa for my show, and my final competition, again, like India, there it's like the final day competition. You win the king and queen title. So I had to, go to Orlando to participate in this beautiful final day competition. But because I'd never taken a miss, I just didn't want to miss. I just had that feeling in my heart. I don't want to miss my Navaratri bit just because I'm in the United States. And that's where I went. So I picked up a Gagra choli in the afternoon until evening in the car till the time I reach Orlando. I'm just with a needle and thread adjusting my skirt. We call it Gagra officially because of the size and everything. But I just picked up one at random. I wasn't prepared for this. I thought it won't be possible, so I said I'll give it a break. But my heart wouldn't agree at all. My heart would say, come on, let's try at least. Let's try at least. Let's go at least and try. And I'm throughout, till the last second, in the moving car with a needle and thread, trying to adjust my gagra so that I could just go and dance there. You won't believe it. That's the only time I didn't have time to even wear my lipstick.
Oh my God.
Because till the end moment, till the last moment, I'm just doing, adjusting, trying to fit in, the skirt and the top and the dupatta, that I just went there, just wore my outfit. I didn't even have time for lipstick, and they announced that the final round is starting. And I just go there and I won that title, which trophy is just kept next door, and a huge trophy saying Queen of Florida, United States, for the best Navaratris.
Wow.
Very, very amazing. So I was never into makeup, as I said, but I would definitely put, lipstick and eyeliner. Bindi is a tradition. But here I didn't even have time for lipstick. I just wore the bindi and I danced. Genuinely, I was just dressing up and they announced, and I'm like, just doing my bit for the final round, which has been in the past also, but never in this way that I'm just trying to fit in my outfit. So this, I think, will be a remembrance forever. And that gave me a thing that now that, of course, I've come to judge competitions at the India Fest at the United States. After that, to judge the folk dance competitions, which I've done across the world again. But the fact that I realized that I really need to give in my heart and soul and take this dance form to the world, because it does have something. It has not just the power, but it has something very soulful. So that is the time I realized that I want to do something more about this. And that's how in 2011 I won America. In 2012, I won 2 consecutive back-to-back official titles, which I could announce, which, officially could be announced because, it was done in an official way. So that's how it happened.
Wow, truly amazing stories, Simran. I also want to talk about your journey as an entrepreneur. Like, what inspired you to venture into the aviation industry?
Thanks to my mom. She always wanted me to be an academician. So I did my master's in finance with first grade, and in the finance subject, so my subjects were banking and finance subject, I scored highest at Sydenham's Institute of Management Studies, where I was studying. So everyone was like, come on, you need to do, and of course, go ahead with the corporate world, of course. It's shiny, it's bright. I really wanted to, Vandana. But at the same time, I was very happy with my passions. So the moment I realized, it was my first job, I said, somehow, I don't mind, I'm earning good, but I'm not enjoying this. So I've always been a person, who would get less money is fine, but I need to enjoy every second of my life to the fullest. I don't want to do anything which I feel like mazania. There should be like that happiness feeling in me in everything I do. And of course, then I realize that everything I do in my life, if I'm not really fond of it, I make sure that I'm falling in love with it. And only then I do it. So this is, of course, over the years. But this was there. And then, mom said, I don't mind you adjust, but you need to be and have a salary, like a proper package, monthly package. But somehow it didn't strike me. And then, I got this offer where, my extended folks were in aviation, and they said, why don't you start, aviation, and we'll do air charters, hub and spoke, and, go ahead with this. I said, this sounds interesting. So let me do this. So I did aviation, trying to adjust aviation, because I felt If I do business, I'll have time at my own, I can utilize my time at my own comfort and balance, my events as well as, my business. But it was the reverse, because if you're doing your business, you need to be 24/7 with it, because I can always not pick up calls when I'm at a workplace, but I need to pick up calls if I'm an entrepreneur, otherwise I'm missing out on my business, is what I realized. So, but of course, I enjoyed that bit too, but it was difficult for me to balance because of the travel. I used to have extensive travel, you know, and I said, no, let's give this a little break. But I enjoyed my stint as, of course, an entrepreneur in aviation. And in fact, I have also helped them edit the first book, Captain Joy P. Chatri, who's a fighter pilot, helped them edit the very first book for India for pilots. So I've helped them edit that book. And in fact, he's conferred the title Captain just because I helped them edit that book. I used to sit on nights and help them in editing that book. So I've been conferred upon the title of Captain Simran Ahuja. So this
Wow.
has been very special too. But I said, my business can always come back later. But right now is the time for me to follow my passions and get into the world of, emceeing full-fledged. And that's how I said, let's focus on MC.
Amazing. So, Simran, it's time for the rapid fire round. Are you
Oh my
ready?
God, you have rapid fire too? I had no idea about this. I like this one. Nah, it's been so, so special.
Yes. So, are you ready? Shall we start?
Let's go.
Okay. So, your favorite dance style?
My favorite dance?
Style? Dance
Dance
form?
style.
Yeah.
Dance form, of course, dance style has to be Garba, Navaratri, absolute. Garba, Dandiya, absolutely.
Okay. One word to describe your journey so far.
Magnificent.
That's why you are Miss India Magnificent. Okay. Favorite travel destination?
I stay in my mind. So
Uh-huh.
every place I enjoy the most. So really.
Awesome. Biggest inspiration?
A lot of people over the way, even till date. Um, in my family, it's always been my mom. Priyanka Chopra, right from her to lots of people who've inspired me in minuscule way, but I try and learn it from them and bring them all together, and then go ahead in life. But yeah.
Great. Favorite book?
Again, I'm into spiritual books, so it's all the spiritual books that I only read spiritual books.
Okay.
So all the spiritual books that I'm close to, they all have the same essence of life. That is, the spiritual essence of, we having this human birth. So all the spiritual books are my favorite.
That's nice. Early bird or night owl?
I never think.
Never think.
I the past 6 years, I'm just into living every moment. I never ever wear a watch in my life, except for my shows where I need to see the time, or my flight timings, which is every day, of course, is the only time I see the time. But I never think what time is it. I just go as per what my body says.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay with everything. But earlier in my career, I've always been an early bird. Now with like absolute beautiful schedules. Like till the time I was an entrepreneur, I used to like sleep early, 9:30, 10 p.m. I'm going to sleep early morning, 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. is my wake up time, do my workouts, live that beautiful life, just the perfect life, as you call it. But I chose the other way, just living every moment to the fullest and not thinking about time. But earlier it used to be early bird. Now, because every show is at night, I have my dinners at midnight. My dinners are always at 12 midnight, sometimes 1, sometimes 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Favorite
don't
food?
think about it. Since 6 years, I'm just living my life the way it comes to me.
Okay, great. Favorite cuisine?
Everything pure in pure veg, but I'm very fond of Japanese,
Okay.
and I'm a big fan of Japanese cuisine.
Dream
Though it's
collaboration?
very limited to veg, but it's okay.
Okay. Dream collaboration?
Dream collaboration, quite a few actually, and don't know whether I should speak or no, since I said I never have the vision, and um, I don't know, but the zone I'm in, like, I would love to definitely go ahead and, go a step higher in that. But nothing as a dream collaboration. just do my work that I'm doing all across the world. But yeah, I've been a part of the Oscars in India. There have been only two shows of Oscars Academy in India in 90 years, where we had to welcome John Bailey, the president. So the fact that I've done Oscars here in India, I do dream, honestly, to be a part of the Oscars in the United States too. Yeah. So this is a dream collab. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've spoken today for the first time ever. I've been vocal about it. Okay. So I need to work on this too. Yeah.
Means your wish will be fulfilled soon.
So
Okay.
I'm going to try my best.
Uh-huh. Any
I'm going
favorite?
to try my best.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure. Any favorite quote or mantra?
Sorry.
Favorite quote
I
or mantra?
favorite quote or mantra? Um, I would rather say a saying of a saint. There are, of course, many favorite quotes, but I love this by Saint Mirdad. It is a law of life. We live that we may learn to love. We love that we may learn to live. No other lesson is required of man. We are born out of love. That's the sole essence of life.
Great. Okay. Uh, I'm not sure if I should be asking this question, Simran, but any hidden talent? I know you are so talented. You're already into so many things, but is there something that we don't know?
I have no idea, honestly, myself. But honestly, I don't know if something comes my way. Maybe if it comes out, yeah, maybe. But I have no idea.
Okay. Any specific morning ritual that you follow?
Um, if I'm so wherever I am, of course, of just thanking God, in my way possible is something, yes, that I would, in fact, not just morning, but 24/7, love to be in that zone. But yes, morning, just thanking the divine. There have been times when I'm just rushing, getting late for the airports at places because it's midnight. But yeah, that is something which I really make sure that by the divine grace, it happens.
Favorite way to unwind after a long day?
I never need to do this because I never work in my life. My life is full of joy, happiness, and party. I only party 24/7 because everything I do in my life is party for me. It's not work. So there's nothing. So when my friends ask me, so sorry, I know it's a rapid fire, but when my friends would ask me, do you unwind? I mean, how do you? I said I don't need to because for me, unwinding is when I'm there at the place because that's party for me. So really, I'm always on a high. So I'm like, after I come back, I'm like sleepless because now what? I'm on a high altogether. So yeah. So really, unwinding, everything is just perfect for me in my life.
Awesome.
Really.
Favorite actor with whom you would like to work?
Salman Khan, of course, for sure.
He already gave you a bouquet, so there are high
Yeah,
chances you work with him next time.
yeah. And I've done a lot of shows with Arbaz Khan sir, having one now too coming soon. So maybe, yeah, you never know. Okay.
You
I'm
never know.
dreaming that. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you could have dinner with someone living or dead, who would it be?
Definitely someone living. And it would definitely be a spiritual master because I'm very fortunate to having met the stars and the superstars and the living legends. So it has to be the spiritual master, gaining some more spiritual knowledge and knowing much more about the sphere, about the subconsciousness, and actually enriching myself with that treasure. So it's going to be, and I've never answered this before. So this is just a thought which just came to me. So it's very special for me.
Okay.
And I'm happy with my answer.
Yeah, we liked it too. So, one piece of advice you would give to your younger self.
Myself that I need to actually work hard and actually, as you said, prepare myself is what I've been telling everyone. I'll start doing it, but it's not happened. So one little advice is I really want to try doing that. At least try doing that. Yeah. So prepare more for something and of course be a natural, but at the same time prepare more. this is the advice I really want to give myself. And I hope after speaking it out, at your show, Vandana, I actually follow it.
Okay. Okay. So that's a wrap up for our rapid fire round with the incredible Simran Ahuja. You did great, Simran. We loved all your answers. And now, do you want to say something to our viewers? Any message that you would like to share with them? Because our show is also about spreading positivity and sharing uplifting, inspiring stories. So, anything that you want to share with our viewers?
I like to share two things with them. At first, do watch out for the prestigious Bombay Times Fashion Week, where I'm the show opener this year as well. I was the show opener last year. So I'm the show opener on the 3rd of May at the prestigious Bombay Times Fashion Week. So do watch out for that. And a very, very important message, which I would genuinely like to give everyone, is this, that we all live life. You can read any biography. We do have highs and lows. Every individual experiences that, whether it's a king or whether it's someone who has really come up with humble with humble beginnings. Whether it's a king or whether it's someone who's started from humble beginnings or still, at a stage where they really need to grow. We all have highs and lows. So just imagine your life in this way, that you go high when you're achieving success, you're at the top of the mountain. And when you're at the top of the mountain, even when you are having that journey, the focus is to be at the top. But when you are at the top, remember there's a deep valley down. So after you reach the top of the mountain, the peak, there is no other way but to come down. But at that point of time, it's very important that you have a net for yourself for somewhere in between, where you just have a path for yourself rather than not thinking about it and just getting carried away, mentally, to just prepare yourself that, yes, you will come down, but just prepare a safety net so that you don't have to go right down.
Mhm.
And this is a very, very beautiful, message that even I learned. And then, whatever comes your way, you will take it very easy. So everybody goes this in life. So it's not that, you're the only one, and this will really make you very comfortable. So make sure that when you are at the top, you have the net for yourself, mentally prepared, physically prepared. Yes, you will come down, you will slide down, but you can slide down in a slower manner and have a net for yourself and not go deep down. Because once you go deep down, it's, depression which comes to you. But if you are mentally prepared, everything will be fine. K Sara Sara. Yes, whatever will be, will be. We don't have to be tensed, and nothing is permanent. Everything fluctuates. So we will have our good days and good times.
Awesome. That's such a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Simran, for coming to our show and sharing your beautiful story and insights. It was great talking to you.
Lots of love to one and all. Vanna, you've been really so amazing with the kind of research that you've done on me. I must applause for you. And
That's
thank you for allowing me to meet myself with your beautiful questions. They truly very, very special. And this is a very special interview for me where I think everything is, all the answers are like, by the divine grace. And I've spoken quite a few, especially the rapid fire for the very first time. So it's all thanks to you. And thank you so much
so kind
for
of you.
having me on your show.
Thank you, Simran. I'm touched. And thanks again.
Lots of love to one and all. Keep shining.
Awesome.
Do follow me on my Instagram, Real Simran Ahuja, and I'm more active on Facebook with Simran Ahuja. So thank you so much, Vandana. It's been very, very special, and lots of love to you. And you're looking so lovely.
Again, coming from you means a lot. And you look gorgeous, as always.
So kind. Love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm wearing a Reena Dhaka collection today, and I've just walked for her at the London Bharat Mahotsav. I just walked for her collection, walking for her collection at Slovakia again. So I'm wearing her collection.
Great. Awesome.
So thank you. Lots of love to one and all, wherever you are in this world. Keep shining. And do tune in this beautiful show hosted by my dear friend Manna who is absolutely numero uno. And this is very special. Do spread it with all your loved ones. You have no idea whose life it might really be, a great hint or a message it might carry to someone's life and make their life really positive and beautiful.
Thank you, Simran. Love it. Thank you again for all your love and kind words.
Thank you, love. Lots of love to you. Thank you so much.
So that was incredible Simran Ahuja, from her early days to her current status as a global icon. Her story is one of resilience, courage, and grace, reminding us all to embrace our true selves and pursue our dreams with unwavering belief. May her journey continue to inspire us all to live our lives with purpose, passion, and a whole lot of good vibes. So, viewers, if you have any comments, questions, or thoughts you would like to share, we would love to hear from you. Feel free to reach out to us on our website or social media channels. Remember, the Good Vibe Show is all about spreading positivity and inspiration, and we hope that today's episode has brought a little more of that into your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, stay positive, stay inspired, and keep spreading those good vibes.